Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading with me. My name's Simone, and I'll be doing both a general and a love reading for you. And today is the 26th of October 2021. So let's get into it. I'm just going to start shuffling your cards, and that will give me the general energy around your reading, Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect? Please, universe, clear and accurate guidance for Capricorn. Please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Take what does, leave what doesn't. You may also want to check out your moon, Venus, or rising sign to get a better idea of what is coming up for you and to get those extra messages, Capricorn. Thank you to anyone who is returning. I really appreciate anyone who takes the time to watch the videos, and to anyone who's new here, thank you also for putting the time in to receive your messages. So what is coming up for Capricorn, please? For Capricorn, what can Capricorn expect? I feel like there's been a little bit of a turnaround for you this week, Capricorn. The last few weeks have been a little bit stressful. Some of you have been a little bit down in your energy. But things are looking a little bit better already. So you have got other commitments. So some of you are very focused on, at the moment, on, I feel like expansion, like you're looking for something new to come in there. And with that heat card, you're very passionate about whatever it is that you're focused on at the moment. You've got the movement card as well, which says that things are really going to start happening for you, Capricorn. So whatever it is that you've really set your mind to, whatever you've set your intentions on, I feel like it's really going to start moving forward for you, and you'll start to see things happening. And keep that passion. Really keep that passion because that's what's going to drive you, and that's what's going to push you towards that end result. You know, try not to let anything block you or get in the way or have anyone tell you that it's not a possibility. Just really stay focused, keep that passion burning, and that's going to fuel you and push you towards that outcome that you're looking for. Really nice cards to start with there, Capricorn. You've got the High Priestess, so I feel like you know what it is that you're doing. You know what you're looking for. You're using your intuition to sort of push you forward there. I do feel like this is after a time where you've suffered a loss. You've suffered a loss, and I feel like for some of you, you've been grieving about that loss, and it's sort of pushed you off track, or it's been like a real speed bump in the road for you, and there is some conflict, and I feel like it's conflict within yourself with that Five of Wands there. Just really trying to process what's happened and what it is that you're working through, trying to process those feelings. For some of you, I do feel like you feel like you've let yourself down there, and that it's internal grief that you're dealing with. But I do feel like there is a bit of a turnaround here, and you're starting to come out or come through that really sort of hard time or dark time that you've been going through there. I feel a lot of you are feeling unsupported at the moment as well, feeling like you're having to do things on your own, and feeling like you're having to encourage or motivate yourself, which is really tricky. That's tricky to work through when you feel like you don't have anybody behind you backing you up or encouraging you, saying, yes, you can do this, you can make this happen, just hang in there, just keep pushing. If you feel like nobody understands you, or that nobody understands what you're going through, it does make it really hard to push yourself forward. But I feel like you're going to really start doing that, Capricorn. And you've really been processing these big feelings that you've been experiencing. And now you're in a situation where really nobody's, you're not going to let anybody stand in your way. And you are feeling like perhaps this is going to be difficult, and for a lot of you it will be. For a lot of you, you are feeling like it's too hard for you to push forward. It's hard for a lot of you to even talk about how you're feeling at the moment. And I feel you're really trying to keep those emotions to yourself, which I know it's hard to discuss and I know it's hard to talk about, but you may find that opening up to people is just the thing that you need at the moment. You may be feeling like you need that little bit of nurturing there, Capricorn. So, even though you feel like nobody's going to understand, sometimes when you do talk about how you're feeling and talk about these things with somebody close to you, it does really help. It helps you to see that, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a way out of this. But I do also feel like you are very determined at the moment, even though it feels like it's going to be a rough road. There's no need to rush into anything, Capricorn. Take your time. Because at the moment, I know you're looking for some kind of stability, or you're looking for, some of you could be thinking about studying as well, and not really sure about how to go about it or what it is that you should be studying, and feeling a little bit apprehensive about that. But, I feel like you can push yourself through it. As I said, there is no rush at the moment. Take your time. Take your time with things. Feel the feelings. Go with the flow. Even though I know you're super focused at the moment and you just want to get to the end result, I think at the moment it's better if, you take some baby steps instead of rushing into it, because you like to have a plan, Capricorn. So carefully put the plan together and then slowly execute the plan. There's no need to rush. You know what it is that you're doing now. You know what you need to be doing. So sort out the plan and then start taking those steps as you're processing these emotions. I feel for a lot of you, this is and I did say it's an internal conflict, but I feel like it's just you're carrying a sadness. Like there are some dark feelings that you're carrying within you, Capricorn, and I do feel like for a lot of you, you've been trying to ignore that, and just try to appear that everything's okay. But this is something that you are working through, and you will come out on the other side of it. With the Two of Swords there, this is suggesting that a lot of you are at a crossroads at the moment, just trying to make a decision about what to do next. Definitely looking for that stability here with the King of Pentacles as well. Now you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So this could suggest that you could be dealing with a relationship issue here. Trying to figure out what you are supposed to do in this relationship. Perhaps things are not feeling quite right, or you are sort of struggling to figure out if this is the person that you actually do want to spend the rest of your life with. Perhaps you guys have been not really on the same page. Like you want this thing and they want that thing, and how do you bring it all together? And they're not really understanding why you want what you want, or why you want to do things a certain way. But, you are trying to stay optimistic about things here, Capricorn. I do feel like you're going to work out the way. It's just a lot of it comes down to just talking things through. Even though you're feeling like nobody wants to hear it, the answer is, for a lot of you, in talking, in having conversation, instead of bottling everything up. Having the conversation will help you to make your decisions and help you to work out what it is that you need to be doing next. And keeping that optimism, keeping a good headspace about everything. And getting to that end result with that King of Pentacles, I do feel that it's like you're feeling kind of out of control of your situation at the moment, Capricorn. But I feel like talking things through, asking people for help or asking people for their opinions on something or their thoughts is going to help you to clear your mind and get yourself back in control of your life, back in control of the situation, and to really find the way or find the answers that you're looking for. Definitely communication is needed on this. It's been a really big struggle for you recently, Capricorn. I feel like that particularly, say the last 6 months has been super hard. You've been in this fog. You've been feeling like there's no way out here. You are on the right path with that Four of Wands. That is telling you that you are now going to be on the right path. We've got 1111 in this card. And you are figuring things out, sorting things out, heading towards exactly what is meant for you. But it is going to take communication. I feel like you need to tell somebody what you're thinking about. You need to tell somebody what your plan is or the thoughts that have been going through your head. And I think that, you are actually quite interested in what other people have to say as well. It's like you need to come together with somebody else and sit down and make that plan. I feel like it needs to be done with somebody else. And you do have that worry that, as I said, you're not going to be supported or nobody understands where you're coming from. But I do feel like it's all going to fall into place for you, Capricorn. You've got the Sun and you've got the Six of Wands. That is victory and abundance, success, happiness, joy, freedom even. Freedom to do what it is that you want to do. Have the conversation and it's going to bring about abundance. Try not to bottle everything up. Some people are really confused around how you're feeling at the moment because you're not speaking on it, Capricorn. It's coming out in the way you're behaving, the way you're acting. And it is causing some confusion in the people around you. And they know that you're not happy. They're just not exactly sure why. They're not sure of how to help you through it or how to support you. Because, number one, you're not asking for help. Number two, you're not talking about what's going on, Capricorn. It's not weak. It's not weak to show your emotions. It's not weakness to ask for help. People want to help. So I feel if you do speak up and tell somebody, whether it be your partner or a friend or a family member, even a counselor or a therapist, just telling somebody that you're not really feeling in a good way, that you are feeling a little bit down at the moment, just having that conversation, I feel is going to allow the joy to come back into your life, Capricorn, and you will be well on your way to success there. It's all about communication. And I feel like, with tapping into somebody else's mind, having somebody else's advice there, it doesn't mean that you have to do what they suggest. It just gives you something else to think about, and it helps you to look at things from a different perspective, Capricorn. So just have a think about that. Have a think about talking to somebody else and expressing how you feel to somebody else and asking for help, Capricorn. I feel like that's really going to help in this situation. So let's move into the love reading for Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect in love? How are they thinking and feeling about their person? And how is Capricorn's person thinking and feeling about them? For Capricorn, please. Let's have a look here. Oh, you've got another sun. That's really cool, Capricorn. Somebody is really wanting to talk here. Somebody is super hopeful that the other is interested, that the other is looking for some kind of relationship here. Um, Somebody wants to offer the other person, like make an offer to the other person, like they would like to settle down, or they would like to even try having a relationship if you're not already in a relationship. Somebody is thinking about the future here. They are hesitant, Capricorn, about talking about this, about suggesting something a little more long term, but somebody's mind is on the future with their person. They're really hopeful that that's going to work out, but also at the same time a little bit frightened of having this conversation. So they may be holding on to the feelings a little bit here. But let's see what's in your energy in particular. Got Death and Rebirth, Page of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So Capricorn, I feel like you've gone through some major changes in regards to how you're thinking or feeling about love and relationships and having a relationship with this person that you're connected to. I do feel like you're trying to find out a little bit more about this person. You could be keeping an eye on them online. If you have mutual friends, you could be asking other people about your person. But I do feel like you want long-term commitment with the person on your mind, and it could be you that's feeling hesitant about bringing that up. But I do feel you've really gone away and thought about what it is that you want in this connection, and you've decided that you would like something more stable, something long-term with this person. I do feel that you are super hopeful that you can make it work. It's almost like you're daydreaming about a future with your person, Capricorn, and that's all you're doing. You're daydreaming about it and you're not talking to them about it. But we'll have a look at how your person's feeling. But I feel like, you know, in the past, perhaps you were not ready to settle down. You really liked them, but you perhaps even loved them, but I feel like you were not ready to settle down. And now you've gone away and you've had time to think about it, and you've decided that, yes, they are the person that you would like a relationship with. They are the person that you would like that long-term commitment with. So now you're just trying to sort of keep an eye on them, find out what they're doing, find out where they're at. Are they single? Are they still interested in me? Just trying to work out where they're at before you go in there and tell them how you're feeling. Oh, I'm dropping cards. Give me a second. Yeah, so you're just taking your time about things. Not a lot of talk here at the moment. Not a lot of talk. Just heaps of thinking, processing what's going on, working out what's going on with your person. Okay, let's see how they're feeling. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. So I think your person feels like you are not interested in them, where they once before were super interested in having a relationship with you or a higher level of commitment. I think, Capricorn, you may have turned this person away, and so now they're like, I don't know how I feel about this. At the end of the day, I do feel that they would like to have a conversation with you, and that they are hopeful that everything can work out in the end. They are hopeful that they can come together with you, but they're still feeling hurt, Capricorn. They're feeling hurt that you didn't want them when they wanted you. And now you're going to turn up and say, hey, I'm ready. They're feeling a little bit, you know, you pushed me aside and had me feeling a little bit bad about myself. And I think they understand that you needed that time to sort out what was going on in your personal circumstances and to really sort of figure out if you want that higher level of commitment. But they still are hurting a little bit about the fact that you were not actually interested in them at the time, even though, you know, you liked them, even though you liked being in their company. I think you felt that they were very attractive. You didn't offer them enough at the time, and now you want to come in and offer them a future. They're not really sure of how to take that. It's, to them, it's like, okay, it sounds really good. This offer that Capricorn is making, it sounds really good. And I'm interested, but at the same time, I'm a little bit scared because I thought it was over already. I thought they were done with me. So that person, your person, has gone away and processed all those feelings. And it hurt. It really hurt them. They went away and processed all these feelings and they were like, okay, Capricorn's done. Maybe it's time for me to move on. And now you've come back and you've sort of sparked that hope in them again. They are feeling hesitant. So if you haven't yet made this offer to your person, just keep in mind that when you do, they may be a little bit hesitant about just jumping on in there with you. You may not get a yes straight away. But look at this. They do have feelings for you. They are a little bit standoffish here because you did leave them in a place of feeling like they weren't good enough. So they don't really trust what it is that you're saying at the moment, Capricorn. And if they do decide to proceed with this, they're going to want to take things slowly because of how things went in the past. They are all up in their head about this. So should you make this offer and say, hey, I want to do a long-term thing with you, you may have them freaking out a little bit because they weren't expecting it. You've got the King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers, which tells me that there is a huge amount of love here. This may also have been a connection in which the two of you were quite intimate together, but it never progressed to that long-term relationship. So now that you're ready for that, just keep in mind that, yes, they still have these big feelings for you. The Ace of Cups, you know, that's a lot of deep feeling that they were quite prepared to give to you, but they weren't able to. You weren't accepting it in the past. They still do hold those feelings towards you, but just keep in mind, Capricorn, that they may be a little bit hesitant about starting anything with you again. They might not trust you. They do want to give it a go, but I feel like it's going to be slow going because they have that hesitation. They do want to try it though. You've got the Six of Wands here. They do want to try. They do want to see, maybe I'll give it a go and see how it turns out. But they are going to tread very carefully with this. So don't expect them to declare their love for you straight off the bat, Capricorn. Give them a little bit of time to come around to the idea because they gave up on it all when you didn't want them at that time. So now give them the time. And I do feel there is a lot of potential in this connection. But thank you so much for watching your reading today, Capricorn. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to do that. If you did get some guidance or clarity from your reading, please give me a like down below or subscribe if you haven't already. Have a really good week. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll see you back here again next week. Bye for now, Capricorn.